Gladiators, and they have elected to bat first. Sunrise Smashers will be looking to pose a good total. Definitely, I think if there's a team that can be the champions, is this team that's bowling. It's Royal Paltan. The kind of bowling attack they have never gives a chance to the opposition to come inside the game. So Sunrise Smashers batting first. If they can put a good total on board, definitely can make things difficult for Royal Paltan. Again, it's Borkar who is, as always, starting the bowling attack. Borde and Supe are the openers. Fast ball. Past that slip fielder to shot third. Starts the innings. Comes down the track, looks to do something different, wants to definitely change the length of what Borkar is trying to do, but I don't think so that's going to be effective that early. With one slip in place, with the new ball, with fresh bowler, that's very difficult. Two balls, two dots. This time width on offer. Boundary it will be. Just enough room on offer to open up his arms and finds the gap perfectly on that occasion. First runs and first boundary of the match as well. Three balls, four runs so far. Along the ground, straight onto the stumps. Could have been another boundary, but fortunately or unfortunately, it hits the stumps. There was no hand involved, no touch from the bowler. Otherwise, could have been a run out also. Four runs so far, slightly shorter. Was there any deflection? No, there wasn't. Very close of the body, looking to hook the ball. Two balls left. Again, digs it short. Tries to go for the pull. This time allows it to go past because it was anyways going down the leg. Boundary and two wides makes it six of the first four. Again, this time almost similar length, but this time a much better line on offer as it was almost onto the body. Turns out to be a dot ball. And with that, last ball of this over coming up. The exit shot drags it wider this time. Three wides. And normally that's not the case when Borkar is bowling. He's quite disciplined with the line and length he offers. This time has bowled three wides in the first over. Just looking at the landing area. Looks to guide the ball. Looks to guide the ball. And this time will be a boundary. Aggressive start to the innings from Borde. And super as well. 12 off the first over against Borkar. Pressure on the opposition. Pressure on Royal Paltan. That's the boundary of the last ball. Again, width was on offer, and he just placed it over the third man area for 4 runs. Starts with a fuller one, Salunke. This pair of Borkar and Salunke has been very effective. And again, very, very different lengths by both the bowlers if you look at what Borkar was trying to do and what Salunke is doing. Both operating at a very different length. First ball, first runs, single taken. Single came in. Now it's super on strike. Again, outside edge. This will race away for 4 runs, but again, never looked comfortable in the position he got into. Two balls, two boundaries, but very fortunate on this occasion here. First one was the first boundary that he got was deliberate, but this one I think was a mistime that ends up going for four. Single of the first, boundary of the second. Goes slightly wider and uproots the middle stump. That's what we were trying to say. This will not work every time. Middle stump cartwheeled out of the ground. 17 for 1 in 1.3 overs. First wicket goes down. Salunke provides the breakthrough, and that's again. Let's have a look at the replay. Squared up, opened his stance. All three stumps were visible. Bang uprooted the middle stump. First ball for Patel. And that's again placed in the gap. Beautiful shot to start the innings. Overpitched and confidently played away. Along the ground, 4 runs. Runs are coming in. Let's have a look at the replay once more. Along the ground and in the gap. Once again, plays towards the third man. The line, I think, what Salunke is trying to do could be much better if he can just take that slightly closer to the body, at least by few inches, and then probably that will be the corridor of uncertainty. Last ball of this over, still a decent over, I'll say. He's got hit for two boundaries, two singles, 10 plus a wicket. Last ball of this over coming up. Fuller one, and that's heaved upwards. Is there any fielder under it? No, there isn't. It will end with a boundary. Was not in control, but he will happily accept it. 26 for 1 in 2 overs. Have a look at the delivery. Just drifting a little bit onto the onside, and he has picked it up over fine leg for 4. Borkar to continue with his second over. Went for 12 in his first. Again, missed this line. Will pay the price, will pay 4 runs. That's not the kind of bowling you have seen Royal Paltan doing in the rest of the tournament before. But the first 3 overs, except that wicket, both the bowlers have missed their line, missed their lengths on quite a few occasions now. Again, a boundary there. Slightly fuller, and this time over the third man area. Well, now he has a protection there, but again, looks in really good touch. Patel gets a single with that. Has to be fuller. Yeah, that's fuller delivery, but the line, I think, is again something Borkar will be looking to get used to. I don't think so. This specific end is suiting him, as on most of the occasions, it's either going down the leg or it's too much room on offer. Has to be in the middle. Again, that's much better. That's the line. As a fast bowler, as a bowler who normally operates at the start of the innings, you expect him to bowl at this area consistently. If you want to make things difficult for the top order batters, you have to be very accurate. Two balls left. Again, that's the line we talked about. Yes, it will go for runs, but this is something that will really make nervous the batter, and obviously he'll be uncomfortable for the next delivery also. Outside edge for 4 runs is something you can't do anything about, but I think as a bowler you want to stick with this area. Last two deliveries have been good. He's got hit for a boundary on a good delivery, but that happens. Last ball of the over. Again, slight width on offer, but this time there is a protection, but a misfield will probably give them a single. 3 overs, 36 for one. At this moment, Sunrise Smashers are cruising. Borkar and Salunke, this partnership of their bowling, they will get a double overthrows also, but this time I think they'll be happy with that. I think there was some miscommunication between both the players. Yes, they have taken a double, but I think something else that creates some problem. But yes, 38 for one against these two bowlers is something that no one would have expected. But now it's time for Smashes also to just continue this positive mindset. How well they are batting, how easily they are batting. Double and a dot ball. Tries to go for a big shot, pulls it, and this time pulls it straight. That's the pull shot that has gone over long on mid wicket for 6 runs, and that too against Salonke. That's a different kind of confidence and skill set Borde is bringing into the picture. That's the replay. He's not that slow, but you can pull him in front. But that's what Borde has done. 6 before this, and then will definitely try to steal a run. Will they be able to do that? I think they have already taken one. So again, this over also, if you look at first for deliveries, 9 runs comfortably. Next to even two singles will make it an 11-run over. Stops in the middle. Some disturbance probably at the side screen. Guides it fine. There is a third man fielder. Backward point tried to stop it in the middle. Very easily they'll get a single. Once you've got a 6, you can easily cruise through the remaining deliveries. Last ball of the over. As it is again clipped nicely on the onside from Borde. 25 of 16. That's the end of the fourth over. 47 for 1. Borkar, with his third over, can he do something different now? Looks close, looks impact on the back foot. Umpire raises his finger. He has taken a big wicket off Borde, who was batting really well. 25 or 16 he was batting on. That's the difference he has created now in his third over. Taken a big wicket, second wicket down, 47 for 2. Comeback of Royal Paltan in the game. Vadale is the new batter at number 4 for Sunrise Smashers. Borkar is someone who once gets into that possession, once who get into that flow, can definitely make the next 5 deliveries very difficult. Let's see, can he get few more wickets here? If not one, looks like that's the gut feeling now. I think he can take one more wicket in this over. Left-hander. Very close of the outside edge. Hits the stump. I think the back foot was inside the crease. Wicket and a dot ball. Slightly shorter inside half of the bat. Making a comeback. This team is now making a comeback. If we talk about Royal Paltan, next three again very important deliveries. So far, no runs. Bowls it full outside edge onto the keeper's glove, and it is out off his hands. Very difficult chance, to be honest. Will not go as a dropped opportunity, but half a chance you can say. Two balls. Now it's Patil on strike. Short pitch to him. Third man available. One more single taken. Padale back on strike. Last ball of the fifth over, putt onto the stumps, just the outside edge there. Will give them no chance to take a run. 2 runs and a wicket in this over. 49 for 2 after 5. Run rate is under 10. New bowler comes in. It's Varnekar. Again, very economical bowler, very effective. That's the kind of fast bowling trio this team has, and that's the reason why we mentioned that one of the best bowling sides that we have seen in the tournament is definitely Royal Paltan. Again, wider delivery this time, along with the ring that is set on the offside. This time was stopped by that. 5 deliveries in this over. Now Varnekar probably should try to be on the stumps. Still digs with the shorter side, pulled away nicely by Patel. He moves on to 16. Yes, 4 runs straight away, signaled by the umpire. This short pitch delivery probably, and the plan behind it is difficult to understand from me. The placement also really fine in the gap for 4 runs. He's someone who is really good with bowling slightly fuller deliveries. Boundary and 2 dots. And this time overcovers and beats the fielder. Will race away for 4 runs. Another boundary comes in. 2 boundaries already in this over. Scorecard again getting close to 60 now. 3 runs away from 60, 57 for 2. And this again, width on offer, full, no one to protect on the offside, and played it on the rise also. Again, not from the middle of the bat, outside edge. Third man available, single will be taken. 58. The scorecard reaches on to, and very easily they've got 9 runs off this over. Last ball off the power play. Last ball of Varnika's first over. Also 9 runs so far. Will be 9 runs or will be more? I think will be more. Will be 4 more runs added. It's going to be 62 for 2 at the end of 6 overs. Sunrise Smashers. Looking to go for a big shot. Spain is for the very first time into attack. It's Doshi who is bowling. And the idea will be to restrict the run flow as soon as you can. Onto the pads, clipped away. More fielders at the boundary ropes now. To left-hander, it was round the wicket and he has picked the bones out of it. Over long on for 6 runs, and he ensures, Balale ensures that the run flow is not stopping. They are looking to score 10 runs every over, and that's it. They'll go ahead with it. Risk was involved, but he has taken that. On the back foot, straight to the field. But they have got 7 of the first 3. Now 7 of the first 4, keeping in mind the dot delivery. 2 more deliveries. Idea should be to get roughly 3 or 4 runs more. And I think the way they are batting, they can do that. Inside half again. And they have been fortunate in few cases also. But sometimes you need that luck. Towards the short third area. 1 more run taken. Last ball of this over coming up. And that's the end of the over. Also 7 overs, 71 for 2. Varnekar to continue with his second over, slightly wider, looks to play that late cut, just misses off the bounce, goes to the keeper. But at this moment, looking at how things have gone by in first 7 overs, it's Sunrise Smashers definitely are looking as the favourites, who were the underdogs earlier, but now the favourites. Looks to play the cut shot, and it will race away for 4 runs also. Has that gone all the way for 6? I think so. It was a flat over point area using the pace on offer. Yes, it's 6. Wide of the first ball, 6 of the second, not in the middle. The way they are batting, 220, 230, anything is possible right now with 8 wickets in hand. Again, slashed hard, will be 4 runs. Whenever you are giving width on offer, that is not going in your favor. This batting first from Smashers is turning out to be very effective. That's definitely not anyone was expecting. The kind of dominance we have seen from Smashers. 6 of the previous, 4 on the next one, wide already, 11 of the first 3. Into the block hole, hits it straight to the fielder this time. 2 more deliveries to go in this over. Two balls left. And he has gone down the track towards long off. And that is also over that fielder. And looks like they'll be needing a new ball. Not the first time, second in the over. 2 sixes. Already a boundary we have seen. This as turning out to be one of the most expensive overs we have seen. And normally that's the rarest thing to see when Varnikars is bowling. Last ball of the over. Again places it fine. Third man won't be able to stop it. Will be a boundary. 2 boundaries, 2 sixes, a wide, 21 runs of the over. Mind you, 88 it was. Now it's 92 for 2 in just 8 overs. Spin. Doshi already bowled that first over, went for 8. Now make it 14 of the first 7 deliveries he has bowled, because sixes and boundaries are coming in at very regular intervals. Every over is of over 10 runs, sometimes over 20. And mind you, this was the best bowling team before. Comes down the track, hits it far in the air. 43 of 20 for Patil. And for Vadale, it's 13 of 9. Waiting for the ball to be back. Places it fine this time. Slightly quicker. Also, more important was the line of the ball. It's not that full, slightly shorter and quick. That's why I use the pace and guides it. Dot ball. It's again Badle on strike, and you want to keep him on strike. Flighted delivery he bowls now, and towards the long on region, one more run will be taken. Looks to guide the ball, and this time finds the placement also. Backup fielder covers it. He'll get a run. Patil quickly reaching out to his 50 now. 44 he's on of 21, 6 away from his 50. 2 balls left, 8.4 overs. Smashers are already on 100. On the back foot, punched away. Again looks to go. This time with flat bat. Decent over even after that 6. Only 8. 100 for 2 after 9. Shaha, new bowler into the attack. Varneka's 2 overs have been expensive. I think same has been the story for everyone, but Shaha is dispatched for boundary of the very first ball. And that's the way they are going. First 2 balls, the idea is to get at least a boundary or a 6. And I think he's 1 or 2 runs away from his 50 with that boundary. 48 of 22, 2 runs away from his 50. Single towards long off. It's Barare on strike. He goes big and he goes straight. Placement is absolutely perfect, and better than placement was the timing. Over the side screen, another maximum error, and you can just see the reaction of the keeper. He's not able to understand what's happening. Probably this is something that I think no one expected. Excellent batting by these two players. Clean timing, clean placement. 6-4-1. Could be another six. Definitely, it's going to be another six, even bigger. Back to back sixes for the lefty, for the southpaw. Beg your pardon, this turns out to be four. I think just bounced before. But yes, if you look at this over, has turning out to be a very expensive over because they got a boundary of the first, then a single, then a maximum, then again a boundary towards the long off area. Changes the angle. And now should be the long off fielder protecting this. On 49 is Patil. 49 for Patil, 49 of 23. Pulls it on the onside, and that will be his 50. A misfield will probably give them a chance to go for that second run. Yes, they'll do that. 51 of 24. 10 overs. It's 118 for 2. Pudwal to continue with his first over now. Very first ball, stumping chance. Backfoot remains planted inside. 56 for Patil, 26 of 19 for Badale, 124 in just 11 overs. Dangerous batting it has been. And that's something I don't think so anyone would have expected. Again, that's high in the air. Will it go the distance? Will it go the distance? I think it will. Runs coming in very easily and very fluently at this moment. Six more. 130 in no time. Definitely over 200. Anything over 200 is possible and should be achieved. Another run will be added there. Quickly rotating the strike, calling back for the second. Now, this time they're happy with that single. Three deliveries left. On the back foot, almost back onto the stumps. Very close by, but turns out to be wide. One extra delivery there to be added, plus a run. 6, 1 and a wide. 8 of the first three. Will it be 14 now? Will it be 14? Yes, it will be 14. Another maximum. He moves on to 32. Could be around 250 now if they are batting like this. Anything that is having a bat on it is just going over the ropes. Finally, the breakthrough we were talking about. Padwal stick with bowling stump to stump, this time on the back foot. Missed the line. Badale has to walk back. Was batting really well. But quicker delivery rushed through the defenses and hits the middle stump. Finally, a breakthrough for Royal. Paltan Tejas, after scoring 32 of 21, walks back to the pavilion. It's 138 for 3. New batter joins in. It's Pawar. Starts his inning with that single. That's the end of the over. 12 overs. It's 139 for 3. 8 overs remaining, and Patil and Pawar are the batters now taking the onus. Patil is experienced, 63 of 30, strike rate of over 200, and will be now taking the onus now for the next few deliveries till the time Pawar gets settled in. Onto the back foot, guides it. And is it gone straight to the fielder? Yes, I think. 2 wickets. Both the set batter. This can really turn the tides for Royal Paltan. Best chance to enter back in the game and put the pressure on the opposition. Both the set batters now back in the hut. Let's have a look at the replay on the back foot, straight to the fielder. Places it straight. Single taken. And definitely now the best chance is to restrict the run flow, to control the run flow for Royal Paltan. Tries to go with that pull shot, tries to go flat on this occasion. Pawar has just walked in, but the way he has played that shot doesn't look like. Straight for 6 runs, flat batted. Bowling has to be better. Half trackers round the wicket. I don't think so. That's going to make a very big difference. Poor delivery. Ends the over with a dot there. 147 for 4. At the end of 13 overs, Sunrise smashes. Again, spin, this time round the wicket to left hander. Great work in terms of fielding, almost overran there, but stops it almost in touching distance of 150 now. Almost 7 overs remaining. 220 has to be the benchmark from here on. Quicker delivery on to the pads. Heaved again. Flat 6 towards the pavilion. Did it bounced? No, it didn't. Flat six. Another maximum comes in. Tries to go for that sweep again. Misses out slightly wider in terms of the line. Two more deliveries. They've got a six to singles. Searching for more boundaries. Tries to pick it up, fine leg area, and picks it up with some power. No chance for that fielder to stop the ball. We mentioned that 8 runs already. Now 12 of this over. Last ball to go. 160 almost achieved. And again, full toss going down the leg will be treated. Wide delivery again. Expensive over this has turned out to be. Very expensive from Padwal. He got a great wicket of Tejas Bhadle. But 160 already achieved in 14 overs is something that will make things very difficult for Royal. Paltan flicked away for a single. Oh, it has gone for boundary. Was flicked so well in the gap that never looked like he's looking to score a boundary. Gets it automatically 164 for 4. And one of the most, you can say, best place shots, you will say. You were just looking to clip it in the gap. Will get 4 runs comfortably there. 164 for 4. That's not from the middle, that's the leading edge. That's high up in the air. But his tail gone the distance. That's very surprising, to be honest. Never looked like he was in control while playing that shot, but tail goes all the way for 600. Let's have a look at the replay once more. Yeah, goes enough with some power there over that fielder. 170. Now played with soft hands to the fielder. On the onside. On the onside. Another big hit joins. He's 21 of 9, now 27 of 10. Strike rate of 270. Not that bad a delivery, according to me. It's not that short to be pulled like this. The way they are picking up the lens is something. It's really amazing. And that's again towards the offside now. And that is again a maximum. 3 sixes. 182 in no time. Bowler is also smiling now. What else do you wish for? It's almost like a range hitting practice, a 6 hitting practice. Flat batted towards fine leg. Now 4. 6, 0, 6, 6, and 4. 22 of the 5 deliveries, out of which one was a dot. Last ball of the 15th over. 186 is already on the cards. And this time towards long off looks like another maximum. Yes, it is. Four sixes and a boundary. 28 runs from the over. 192 in just 15 overs. And that's the recent six. Is it back onto the stumps? No, it isn't. Oh, I think it is. It did hit the stump. But the danger man is still at the other side. Wicket comes in, 5 wickets down, 192 is already achieved. Mind you, 5 overs remaining. That guy is 43 of 13. It's Ranjan who walks back, 10 of 6. Not a bad innings. But again, a lot of work remaining in this inning for Sunrise smashes, and that's the reason why there is not enough celebrations also of this wicket. Wicket off the first ball. Padwal has taken his second wicket. Sapkal on strike. Starts with a wide delivery, missed by the keeper. Will be a boundary as well. 5 wides is what it is added to. 197 on the cards. Definitely the biggest total is what we are going to witness in this match. It's something we have realized very soon. See, boundary we've got on this delivery before this 5 wides. 9 off that delivery, you can consider 201 already. How easy it looks right now. Something one has to understand. A very poor ball, first of all, especially to a newcomer who is facing his first delivery. Yeah, on the back foot, just taps it in the gap. Overran. and backup fielder available, single taken. That's again in the air. And whenever Pawar is striking it, that's just going out of the air. That's just going out of boundary ropes. That is just going into the fences. Another six added. He's not now dealing in boundaries also. He's only hitting sixes. Yeah, this was the boundary before that. 208 for 5. Pawar is 49 of 14. Pawar is 50 of 15. Excellent 50. Second player from the team to get to this position and probably the fastest in the team. When you can score a 15, just 15 deliveries, definitely you have made the other team struggle a lot. 210 for 5 in 16 overs. Last 4 overs, plenty of runs can be scored here, it looks like. Yeah, Sapkal still searching for that big shot towards the long off area. I think that one also went for 6. Got enough elevation there, gets a 6. Everyone who is coming in is just hitting some glorious shots so easily. That's really difficult to understand. Look at that. Shuffled away and lofted drive over the long of an extra covers area. Goes down the leg. Wants to steal the run and they have stolen it. Plus that leg by signal from the umpire brings Pawar back on strike. Outside edge, very close by. Very close by. 3 deliveries, 6 and a leg by. 4 now, only 7 runs. Next 2 deliveries, if even there are 2 singles, I think Royal Paltan will be happy with that. 50 of 16 for Pawar will be searching boundaries. Just opens the blade. Another run taken. Last ball of the 17th over. So far, a decent one. Outside edge. Just a single, so they'll be happy with it. 9 runs of the over, 219 for 5. Last 3 overs of the innings. Sapkal on strike. First ball shuffles away, places it towards the offside. And again, I think it goes for a boundary at least. And had a clear vision there. Has it gone for six? No. Yes, boundary straight away to start the over. We're talking about 220. 220 is already achieved. 17 more deliveries to go. Should be 250. At least 250 now. Yeah, 250 is something that should be achieved. This time goes down the track over the bowler's head and to the side screen for six. Boundary of the first ball, six of the second, 229. Tries to go for that pull shot top edge, and the top edge has fallen in no man's area. Two fielders were converging, and that's a run out. Subcurl has been run out. Hasn't given that out. What? I think umpire probably have missed out on that decision because that looked out onto the naked eyes. So that's the replay, first of all. Throw came in and looked like a dismissal that could have gone to the opposite side. But yes, he believes that he was in. 25 of 10 he's batting on strike rate of also 250. That's again up in the air. This time it will be a single 232 for the last two deliveries of this over. Pawar will be on strike. Wide Yorker. Wide Yorker sliced in the gap. Everything he's touching is turning into gold. 55 of 18, strike rate of over 300. Have a look at it once more. The way he is slicing the ball, absolutely marvelous. Last ball of the over. Looks to slice it again. Slices it comfortably for 4 again. Back to back boundaries. Moves on to 59. To 40 for 5 in 18 overs. Last 2 overs. Sapkal on strike. That single definitely would like to have Pawar on. Every delivery he plays, that's not short of a boundary. Strike rate of 300 plus. And he's batting on 59. He's not in single digits or just in his early 10s, early 20s. He's 59 into the block hole. 2 good deliveries from Salunke. And now the idea is clear, you want to hit the block hole as often as you can. Goes down the leg, goes down the leg, will steal a run. Will be leg byes given, but Salunke should be happy with the first 3 deliveries that he has bowled. It's not easy. Again, swing and a miss. So 250 is going to be achieved, that's for sure. But the kind of position they were in before this over, I think even 270, 280 something that people would be expecting. But no problem, 243 for 5 is nothing short. Straight into the block hole. Bottom hand comes into the picture, and that's a maximum. 66 for Pawar. 2 balls were dot, but that was not the hindrance. He balances it out with that maximum. And that's the problem again. Once you try to go for Yorker, even if you miss your length by even A millimeter, players like Pawar will go deep in the crease and use the bottom hand to hit you for a six. Last ball of the over. So far, only 9 runs. He has played it over the fine leg area. He shuffled in way before than the bowler was onto his load up area. 253 for 5 in 19 overs. We have one more over to go. And that's the last boundary in the over. Last over of the innings. Very first ball that's pulled has to be fielder. Two fielders are there, but none of them will be able to stop it. Sapkal also into his 30s now, 31 of 14, striking over 200. Scorecard 257. 270 is something that they'll be targeting now. Flighted fuller delivery. Just missed it. Sapkal will be looking to probably hit that same delivery if bowled again over extra covers. Quicker one on the onside now pulled again. There are two fielders, but where he has placed it, I can't see anyone. And that's a flat six. 263 now on the cards. 10 of the first three deliveries. Yeah, half tracker and was pulled nicely towards the square leg area. Is it onto the stumps? No, it isn't. So there are still two deliveries left. The idea will be to touch 270 now. That will be a wide delivery. One more run added 264. 1-6 will take them to 270. There are two deliveries left. Looks to play fine, and the keeper will throw the ball, but another wide delivery, another single stolen. 2 runs in total will be added. And more importantly, with that, Pawar will be on strike. Still two deliveries left. Places eight towards long off. Six more. 270 is already achieved now. 272. One more six, 278. That will be greedy, but yeah, 270 I think was the benchmark we talked about. Anything over 200 was. Then it became 220, 250. Now the position they were in, everyone was thinking that 270 I think is the number they should look to achieve. They have achieved that also. Last ball of the innings. 272 on the board. 2 for 69 Padwal. There you go. There you go. Slog sweep. Almost into the hands, but the catch was dropped. They will take runs. They will take a double. 78 of 25 is what the score line is. Of Pawar, Sapkal, 37 of 17, 20 overs finished. 274 is what they have scored at the cost of 5 wickets. 275 is going to be the target for Royal Paltan to hope that they can enter into the finals, but looks very difficult now. 275 in semi-finals, almost next to impossible. There you go. That's the batting card. 25 of 17 from Rohit. 63 of 31. Again, looked really good from Anil Patil, but we got even better. 78 of 25. Pick of the batters, Shravan Pawar. They just also batted well. 32 of 21. 10 of 6 for Avinash. And 37 of 17 from Sapkal. 21 extras also in this. 274 is what they have scored. That's the bowling card in front of us. Yash Borkar got a wicket. Economy 11.25. 11.25 economy of Om Salunke as well. And Warinkar was expensive. Pick of the bowler, Siddhant Doshi, 4 overs, 30 runs, and a wicket. And you can see 2 wickets for Padwal also. Economy 17.75. And that's the bowling card. 275 is what is required for Royal Paltan. We'll be back with the second innings. Stay tuned, everyone. What a way to start the second innings. Boundary of the first ball. And they have to bat at this level because 275 is something that's not going to be easy. Very, very difficult to start. Almost looks like by posing that total, Sunrise Smashers somehow they have placed one step already in the finals along with the Thunder Titans. Tries to go for a big shot. Big heave. Quickly single taken. Direct hit. And umpire hasn't made any decision. That means not out. Boundary of the first. Single of the second. To chase 275, you require almost 13 and a half, 14 runs every over. Close to 14, I'll say. Let's see how long or how well they can cope with the pressure. Very close off the edge. Coming round the wicket. Again on to the pads, going down the leg, collected by the keeper. Will be one more run added. Definitely, idea will be to get more runs. Idea will be to get 8 more. Two boundaries in next two deliveries, next three deliveries. Again, round arm action coming in sharply. Is signaled as wide. And they are appealing for something. Let's have a look at the replay. I think the replay is something that will probably give us a clearer picture of what exactly has happened. They are pointing at the batter also. They are aiming at Doshi. I think now umpire has signaled it as a review that he wants to take. Let's have a look at the replay first of all, what exactly has happened. Yeah, catch was taken, and the point is that the batter was not even interested. Yeah, I think so. Fine, straight decision there. I think the question was whether it was wide or not. On the back foot, and there is a fielder available. Last ball of this over, only 6 runs on the card. You need to have a maximum or a boundary in the next ball. Round the wicket, onto the pads, again a wide delivery. Just drifting down the leg. Idea is to target the stumps, but twice he has just missed the line. Again, wider this time, mid off available. A bit of a fumble. Yeah, they'll steal a run. 8 of the first over. Royal Paltan. Tries to go for a big shot on the very first ball. Backup fielder available. 275 is the mammoth target they are chasing. And probably that's such a big target that 5 or 6 overs of play will just give you a clear understanding of in which direction this game is going. Could be even less overs. Tries to go down the ground, tries to go aerial. 6 runs. They need this on every second delivery. Maximum comes in, scorecard moves on to 15, and they need to bat like this. And the idea for Sunrise Smashers will be to force them to play bad shots under pressure. Again, this time not from the middle of the bat, and a quick single taken. Had it been a direct hit, would have been a very close call. Again, short delivery pulls it, but again, not from the middle. But placement is between both the fielders. Placement is right from Doshi, and that is the reason why he will get the boundary. 12 of the first 4 deliveries. Idea should be to try and get 8 more of the next. Try to get as many runs as possible in the power play so that in the middle overs you are not rushing away. Very close. Impact. Very close. Last ball of this over coming up. You need at least a boundary to finish it. Last ball of this over. And he has tried to go for 6 on the onside. Has it bounced before? At least a boundary, that is. We'll get to know whether it's a maximum or a boundary. Yeah, straight away 6 run signal. 27 is what is required. Yes. 2 overs now, looking back on track. Bowled full outside off, covered the line of the ball and heaved it on the onside. Again, just in that block hole, not with a lot of pace. And I think that is something can be very effective for Sunrise Smashers, is that taking the pace off, bowling cutters, digging the ball short. Again, when you're defending a total like 275, you can be defensive and you can really force the batters to make mistakes. Coming over the wicket to right hander. He's tried to pick up the fine leg area, deep backward square leg. That's the area which he loves to target. Narale hits a 6 in the previous over in the same area, hits a boundary now. Look at that. On the off stump moved and fine leg area, the shorter side. was targeted. Clever batting. Tries to go again towards that direction, top edge. And this time they have got the wicket also. Out of pressure. This was something that was accepted. Have a look at the replay. Trying to go for a big shot again. Moved again towards that side. Catch taken by the bowler himself. Celebrates in style also. First wicket down. And it was the pressure that forced him to play this shot. Sangram Narale walks back to the pavilion. 32 for 1. New batter Shah comes in at number 3. Pressure is on everyone who will come out to bat. Round the wicket to again the left-hander. So both the left-handers out there, Shah and Doshi. Oh, close call. Could have been very close call. Just got away with it. Boundary and 2 singles. This time waited for that and just punched it in the gap. A slow delivery. Doshi expected this. Width on offer. Just gave as much power as he can on that shot and has got a boundary there. Poor delivery outside of, width on offer, and the right treatment. Last ball of the over onto the body, clipped away. Fine leg fielder will stop it. Just a single. 38 for 1 after 3 overs. Gaikwad comes in. 2 left-handers, and the other bowler also now from the opposite end is a left-arm bowler. Starts with a dot ball. Every dot ball will take them closer to the victory if we talk about Sunrise Smashes, and it's the other way around. Every dot ball will force them to play a wrong shot and give away a wicket. Width on offer again places that shot, and there is no one. Beg your pardon, there is one fielder. So if that's the field setup, I think nothing wrong with the delivery. Just a single there. Zero and one. Gaikwad will be looking to be again hitting that same area. Probably can try to go slightly shorter also. He continues to bowl full wide. Slightly shorter, yes. It was not overpitched. Again, this was shaping in. Again, straight to the fielder. Pressure building. Shahab is trying to do something different now. Will probably try to do something different. So far, has looked to play the line of the ball, hasn't tried anything cheeky, but the constant dot deliveries will definitely force him to do something different. Whether he'll try to go over fine leg over keeper, could be a chance of a wicket on these situations. He goes towards the onside, and the catch I think has been taken. Was traveling flat like a rocket towards long on. He is just halfway through, midway, he has stopped it. Another wicket goes down, 39 for 2. And as we mentioned, every dot ball will force them to throw away a wicket. He had to go for a big shot. He tried also an excellent catch in the middle. Is what compiles this wicket. Pawar is the new batter who has came in and very first ball driven through the offside for 4 runs to put this over to an end. 5 runs, including that boundary. What a way to start the innings. Glorious shot on offer. Have a look at the replay. They are driven confidently through the offside. 43 for 2. Doshi on strike now. Borde to bowl his third over, and that's something I think they'll be looking to attack him because he's the weakling right now in the three bowlers, and he has also conceded only 19 in his two overs. It is you want to attack him, you should look to try and score as many runs as possible. Clips it on the onside. Till the time it's not a boundary, they won't mind it. Only one run so far in the first two deliveries, and again, as you can see against Pawar also, because he's not giving that pace, it's very difficult to have that judgment whether to attack or to defend. 275. Picks it up on the onside. Picks it up with some power. One bounce, two bounce into the fences. Boundary will come in, but is that enough? Is the question. You'll be needing a lot more than this. 48 for two, and Pawar gets another boundary here. Second. Back-to-back boundaries for Pawar. Will this be the third one? Yes, it has to be the third one. Yes, 12 runs of the last three deliveries, a single before, making it a 13-run over. We were talking about that they need to target board, that they have done it in this over. 56 for two at the end of 5 overs. 56. Very first ball, he tries to go over point, over third man, will race away for 4 runs. 60 for two. Power play is almost about to get over. This is the last over that's going on. It's Gaikwad who has walked in for his second over. Comes down the track, very first ball, looks to take on the bowler because that's the only option they are left with. Places it straight back to the bowler. Dot ball again. This is something they'll be looking to avoid. Comes down the track. Was there any edge involved? No, there wasn't. But dot ball is frustrating at this moment. Again, not from the middle of the bat. Not from the middle of the bat. Over. The third man will again go for 4 runs. So boundary of the first ball, boundary of the fourth ball also. They'll happily accept it in whatever manner it comes down. But if he wants to keep that line, I think chances are there that they can get close. Bowls it full, and this was again not properly got the timing there, and that's the reason why didn't had enough power to trickle down to race away towards the boundary ropes. Leg by is given. Again on the offside. Great work from the fielding unit. Inside the ring, stops it in the middle. Single to finish the over. 67 for 2. That's the end of the power play. That's again the replay. Let's have a look once more. Went on to the back foot. And then the idea was again just to go onto the stumps. But leg by's 2 run they were taken. A new over commences. Power play already finished. Now more fielders at the boundary ropes. So it's going to be even more difficult for a team like Royal Paltan to score runs at that pace. Again, just along the ground, but you have protection there. So not a problem. Until and unless on deliveries they are not getting boundaries and sixes, Sunrise Smashes will be happy to bowl. Inside half, very close, but goes towards the onside. One more run taken. Only 3 singles and Borde will be happy. He's about to finish his spell. on the back foot there. Again, not from the middle, as in it was from the middle, but not probably in the gap is the right word. But singles will not create any problem for Sunrise Smashes, and I think gradually they are understanding. If we talk about Royal Paltan, that this total that we are chasing is next to impossible now for us. Again, this one looks like it is from the middle of the bat. Yes, it goes towards the extra covers area for 4 runs. Can he get a six of the next ball? Is something that is needed. They are scoring runs at a rapid pace, but still 275 the target is something that looks out of reach on every delivery. Comes down the wicket again. Heaves it on the onside, and it is in the gap again. Two boundaries for singles, making it 12. 79 for 2 in 7 overs. Royal Paltan. New over commences. First ball length and hits him on his abdomen and chest area. Looks in real pain, calling in for a help, calling in for some assistance. That definitely hurts a lot. And on this surface, it's not easy to bat in the second innings in the afternoon game because it starts to get little dull. Yeah, not able to get hold of it. Even the fielder there was not able to collect it properly. But first two balls, 1 run is something that is already putting these two, putting Pawar and Doshi under immense pressure. Again in the block hole, that one uproots the off stump. Doshi departs, third wicket down. Supe gets his wicket on the very third ball of his spell. Game tilting. Always it was towards Sunrise Smashes, but now even more after this wicket. Let's have a look at the replay once more. Shaping in and uproots the off stump. Chandure, 275 is again looking almost impossible now. Facing his first delivery, upcoming batter straight back to the bowler. Could have been second wicket, but again, very difficult chance. Very difficult chance for the player. Yeah, almost got it right. Right hand. The second rebound, looking to collect it. Tries to go for a pull shot. Tries to go big this time towards the onside. He's the one on whom most of the people will be looking to score these runs that are remaining. Have a look at it once more. Nice pickup. Pulls it nicely on the onside. Eight overs, 86 for three. Slightly fuller, goes down the track this time. Finds the fielder also. Pawar departs, 19 of 9, looking good, but had to go for big shots. That's the reason why he has succumbed to the pressure. Rathor gets the wicket earlier on. Wickets falling in regularly right now. Had to go for that shot because the length was there to be hit. And again, long on fielder makes no mistake. Rishi Pawar, 19 of 10, really good batter, but not able to score those runs today. 86 for 4 in 8.1 overs. Again, as you can see, towards the onside, heaved away. New batter comes in, it's Padwal. Was really expensive, got two crucial wickets. Single taken 8.2, 87. 4 wickets already down. Roughly 190 plus runs still required. Required run rate touching 18, 17 at this moment. Again, not from the middle of the bat. Will be a fielder. Only a single will be taken. Straight down the ground. Straight down the ground. That's going to be a maximum. Or it isn't. I think the catch is taken. For a second, I thought that's going all the way for 6 runs. But underneath, there was the fielder who has taken the catch. Fifth wicket down. Not going Royals' way today. Royal Paltan, whatever they have tried, hasn't gone in the direction they would have liked. Wicket gone. Sunrise smashers are reaching close to the finals now. 88 for 5, Paltan. Two balls. And that's again skied up in the air. Borkar, he will hit a maximum of the very first ball. He again is someone who bats really well. Decent all rounder. Starts his innings with a maximum. That's the only choice that is left to the batters. There you go. Let's have a look at the replay once more. Down the ground and all the way for 6. This is another one. That's probably the biggest of the day. Back to back sixes to finish the over. 100 up in 9 overs. Just signaling that he's out there. And you can hope for something new, something different, something unexpected. 100 for 5 in 9 overs. $275. First ball flicked away. Fielder shot fine. Makes no mistake. Stops the ball in time. Run taken. Chandure and Burkar are the two most destructive batters from Royal. Paltan, 5 wickets left. Halfway through the innings. Let's see where this match is going. Inside half to the keeper. Tries to go big inside half of the bat and again towards the onside without any problem. That will go for a single. Talked about big innings, big pressure, and talk about intent. Intent is clearly visible now. Heaves it on the onside. Idea was to again go for a big hit. But again, not the day today for Royal Paltan. That's for sure. Sixth wicket down. Chandure walks back 102 for 6. Two balls left. Straight down the ground. Bottom hand involved. And as you can see, it's again gone towards the fielder there. One more run taken. Last ball of this over coming up has been a terrific over from Super. 2 for 10 in his 1.5 overs. Completely bowled against the situations. Into the block hole again. Looks like Borkar this time hasn't found the timing there. Takes the catch. Seventh wicket down. 103 for 7 in 10 overs. Almost you can see we are on the end of this match. Three wickets remaining. Jahangir and Pravalgar, both new batters, driven towards the covers area. Single taken. Rathod, 2 for 14. He's again someone who can definitely take more wickets. In 1 over, he has taken 2. Idea is to take 3 more. It's going to be a massive victory if they can get the next 3 wickets early. Clips it on the onside. Will be one more run added. Again, places with straight bat. One more run will be taken. Again, inside half, inside half. That will trickle down for some runs. Will trickle down for 4 runs. Boundary there to be added. There you go. Off cutter, inside half. Beats that fine leg fielder. Goes all the way for 4 runs. Again, pulls it on the onside. And that will also race away for 4 runs. Back to back boundaries. Last ball in this over coming up. We're hoping Rathore to get more wickets. He's been smashed for 2 boundaries back to back. Have a look at it once more. Just pulled it nicely in a commanding position there. The batter. There's not a lot of pace. Half tracker it was. Kapil Jangir. This time misses it. 11 overs gone, 114 for 7. Spin into the attack now. Back onto the stumps. Back onto the stumps. Prabhalkar disappointed. It's the 8th wicket. As you can see, just in the block hole, misses out onto the middle stump. Two wickets only remaining now. Varankar on strike. Facing his first livery. Ranjan, the very first ball of his spell, he has taken a wicket. 114 for 8, only 2 wickets now remaining. An idea is to go big, and I think spin can be a right option here to get the remaining 2 wickets. Again goes aerial, long on fielder. Mid wicket fielder is there, but a few bounces before it carries to him. But I think it's good to toss the ball regularly up and try and purchase few wickets. Slightly shorter in terms of length. Want to do something different on the back foot. Varankar doesn't go for a big hit. Tries to go for a big shot. And he goes and he delivers also. That's gone flat and over the boundary ropes for 4 runs. Reminds everyone of Harbhajan Singh, that initial load up that he has. Onto the pads, that's drifting down the leg. 12 overs gone, 120 for 8. Missed the line, and 4 wides is what has happened. 5 runs will be added. There you go. Just missing the line on that occasion, trying to target the stumps. On the onside again, heaved away. One more run taken. Again goes down the leg. That's the problem that has been the problem. Varankar will definitely like to go big once he sees something fuller. Half tracker it is. He goes big and falls short off the fielder there. And will be some runs added. I think that was again a chance that went down. 275 is what the score is. Opens the blade. Overthrows will not be taken. There's still 3 more deliveries left in this over. They're searching for last 2 wickets. That's again skied up in the air. And that has gone well over the fielder there. Clean hitting by Kapil Jangid as he gets a maximum of the 4th one. Tossed the ball up onto the body, and he was very clean in terms of the timing there. No hesitations, no problems in hitting that for 6. That's again another one. Slightly shorter this time, but falls in the no man's area, falls well short of the boundary rope. Another over almost coming to an end. Last ball of the 13th over. Looks to guide the ball, misses out. 13 overs gone, it's 137 for 8. 275, target 137, almost halfway through there, as you can say, exactly halfway through the mark. Starts this over with a boundary there. Ranjan has to go fuller than that. I think with now only 2 wickets left, you can take your chances by going slightly fuller. Boundary to start the over. And Ranjan has already taken a wicket, so he understands what the line, what the length should be. He took a wicket on a Yorker, by the way. Could definitely try to bowl that again. Again, just onto the body line, pulled away. And there is a fielder available, single taken. Boundary and a single there. First two deliveries. Has it hit the stumps? I think it has. Another wicket goes down. It's the ninth wicket for Royal Paltan. And Ranjan is the one who has taken the second. Try to go again cross. Miss the line. Hits the middle and leg. 142 for 9. Only one wicket remaining now. New batter and the last batter. That's Salunke. For boundary of the first ball, single second wicket on the third. Another single. Now Jangid back on strike. 23 of 10, slip in place. Quicker one this time for him. Was clipped away in the gap. A misfield by the player. Backup is available. That means they can go for the second run. But I think they're happy with that single they have taken. Salunke back on strike. Stops in the middle. That's the end of the over. 14 overs gone, 144 for 9. Last wicket remaining in the 15th over. Gule coming in to bowl his second over. Got hit for 17 in his first. Just opens the face of the bat towards the point fielder. Again, cuts it fine. Past that slip fielder. Will be a boundary there. Again, tries to go aerial, and whenever he connects well. And this is the case now also. Hits another maximum, moves on to 34. Slashes away on the onside. Flighted delivery again along the ground, played away. Another boundary comes in. 4-6-4, making 14 of the 4 deliveries. Batting beautifully at this moment. 38 of 15 for him now. Last ball of the over. And he places it straight for a single, keeps the strike, moves to 45. 15 overs gone, 165 for 9. Tries to go big with the sweep shot on. Now fielding placed accordingly. Ranjan will definitely try to get the third wicket. Towards the offside. Salunke also now getting the confidence. Number 11 batter, but batting like a top order. Chipped up just over the bowler. Clips it on the onside. Another single taken. Everyone just waiting for that last wicket. Again, just into the stump line. Slog sweep so clean. That's another six. Another ball disappeared. He's batting really well at this moment. Boundary of the first ball, leg buys of the second. Coming down the track, heaves it on the onside. We'll get one more run added. Tries to go big inside half of the bat and will trickle down for 4 runs. Oh, I think it hasn't touched the ropes. It hasn't touched the ropes. Two balls left. Slashes hard and straight back, straight down the track. Stops in the middle. Last ball of the 17th over. Opens the face of the blade and will again be one more run added. 190 for 9 after 17. '85 of 18. Looking to slice the ball away. Kapil continues to bat on. 59 of 24. It's excellent batting by this player. Three overs, roughly remaining 17 balls in total. Had a decent partnership, these two players. Comes down the track, pulls it nicely. And that's another six added. Little too late now. Excellent batting, but I think too many runs on the board is something they'll be looking to improve when they come out next time. Super will be looking to get the last wicket. Wide Yorker. And again, will be four more runs added. Will be four more runs added. Slice through the defenses, and was again very effective to see how things have turned out. 75 of 15. Comes down the track towards long off. Catch gone down. Boundary also with that. He moves on to 73. Fortune is favoring him at this moment. On the onside now. On the onside, they'll steal one more run. Salunke on strike. Last ball of this over. Two more to go after this. They have fairly gotten close. 205 is what they have scored. They lost their seventh wicket. Almost 110 runs. Into the block hole. Pulled away. And that's again a maximum. And this time from Salunke's Ville. He is also dealing in sixes. 211 for 9. 2 overs to go. Into the block hole, played straight down the ground, 4 runs. 64 of 12, 32 per over is what the equation is, but the boundary to start this over, it just shows the quality this side had. I think just not their day with the bowling. Ends up conceding 275, but anything closer, this team would have definitely made things a lot of difficult. Hits the off stump, gets the wicket. Gaikwad finishes it off in style. 215 all out. Royal Paltan. And that's again something would like to do there. That's the winning moment. That's how the last wicket was fallen. Looking to go across, hits the top of off, misread the length, and played across the line. Sunrise Smashers, they have defeated the best team, Royal Paltan, by a margin of 59 runs. And with that, they are in the finals and they'll be locking horns with Thunder Titans. Tomorrow we'll be having two matches. For the third position and of course the grand finale. It will be Paltan versus Gladiators for that first match. For the third position match, we'll have a look at the batting card. 78 from Kapil. Everyone in the middle providing those mini starters but not able to convert that inning. And again, 275 anyways. It's again a very difficult task to do. 18.2 overs, 215 for 10 is what they scored. And that's the bowling card in front. Rohit got a wicket, 2 wickets for Prasad Gaikwad, 3 wickets for Nilesh Supe, 2 wickets for Arvind, and 2 wickets for Avinash Ranjan. And that's how this match has ended. It's Sunrise Smashers who have defeated Royal Paltan in the semi-final number 2, and they'll be playing the finals against Thunder Titans. That's the match summary in front. We'll be back tomorrow with a grand finale and the match for the third position. Stay tuned for that, and thank you for watching.